all of you guys for joining us here today. We just say that when game-changing leaders and innovators band together, they are practically unstoppable. And I'm pretty certain that is what you will experience in the next 75 minutes today with us. We welcome you to listen to our top 12 finalists present their startup ideas in a pitch format. I'm Deepti Bawa, one of the founding partners of Stanford GSB Lead Incubator and Startup Accelerator. It's also called LISA. And it is always a pleasure to see this humble initiative that we created as founders together with Edward Munt and a few others become an incredible ecosystem of innovation entrepreneurship for this extremely talented Stanford Lead network. And at LISA, we truly embrace the spirit of Stanford, change lives, change organizations, and change the world. On the next slide, the wonderful thing about LISA is that we believe that entrepreneurs will save the world. And it started in 2020 in the wake of the pandemic that we thought are how entrepreneurs from our Stanford community could uplift society, create jobs, generate wealth, and grow the size of the opportunity to get us out of the pandemic and do it in a way that is generating sound businesses, but also help societies generate breakthroughs that add value to people and communities. And just if you could change the slide to the next one. It is pretty incredible to see how far LISA has come since its inception. And we have now broadened our horizon to work with startup ideas from multiple industries, tackling a wide range of issues that our world needs tackling right now. So during the pandemic, Stanford designed its online startup curriculum known as Embark. And many of the startups who are going through LISA program understand what Embark is. And it was offered to a Stanford Rebuild program. At that time, we would-be founders to develop ideas that would help the global community deal with effects of pandemic. And our ambition to create LISA coincided with this initiative, and we partnered with Stanford Embark and its professors and staff to become the exclusive users of the platform. And since then, we have been offering this transformative experience for the startup community of the Stanford Lead. On the next slide, you can see while Stanford Embark provides a research-based curriculum design, LISA designed an entire ecosystem of facilitation, engagement, and on-the-ground work to be that accountability partner for entrepreneurs. And we have an integrated approach to startup development where we bundle together all the elements that help startups become more successful. The next slide. We are now a global community of 500 plus leaders who share a vision for a world where innovative ideas and entrepreneurial spirit can change more lives in less time. And following the enormous traction of the program we built in the first cohort, it led us to continue offering and evolving this program to where it is now. We have so far worked with 6 cohorts, the 6th one presenting today, 150 plus startup ideas, about 100 plus pool of mentors, and 75 plus expert speakers from industry and venture capital. On the next slide, as you see on the mission statement of LISA, we believe that innovation lives everywhere. And what we do at LISA is we help turn that potential into performance and create businesses. So LISA is highly committed to increasing entrepreneur diversity and inclusive tech facilitation system. And we have had cohort mix in the last 6 cohorts from various geographic regions, as well as a great mix of ethnicities and gender, making it to over 36 countries represented. And our venture profiles have also been very diverse and industry agnostic, with remote teams collaborating on common vision and cause. On the next slide, you can see the LISA services. We believe that there is more to venture than just capital. And our curriculum focuses on founders first, consumer-centric products, design-led processes, sustainability and impact, storytelling and marketing, culture design through peer founder engagements, startup business model excellence, product design, profit model, legal, and more. On the next slide, you can see how LISA supports all the founders through our ecosystem. So what do the founders get from our LISA program? The first one being community. Starting a company is solitary and challenging, and working with people going through the same challenges makes a huge difference. So founders who've gone through our program tell us that LISA community is extremely valuable. We provide mentorship. It is invaluable to see the energy, passion, and ambition that founders bring when they're incubating their ideas. We hope to encourage, support, and motivate them to make their dreams come true in a unique experience for all of us. And be it through mentorship programs, through design thinking experts, through peer advice and exchange, or through our exec team addressing their unique needs, we help mentor all the startups in every way possible. Our curriculum is full house, following a structure designed by Stanford faculty, but also thoughtful iterations and additions, both mandatory and optional sessions from Lisa core team. You can think of our 12-week program as a startup MBA on steroids. The exit team works together with startups on business and product strategy, growth metrics, and investor pitches. It's a very hands-on approach that we follow. The network is our superpower, thanks to a massive network of 5,000 plus Stanford lead alumni, 100 plus mentors, and ever-growing exec team members. Startups build relationships and partnerships very easily. And the most important factor that we follow at Lisa is the feedback loops. We have a core advisors on board, thanks to Stephen Aporte and Alina Adams, who are also going to be speaking today. They're on our advisory mentors board, and we make startups practice their pitch again and again through our demo days. And we are very proud of the massive improvement we see in their ideas and pitches from their entry pitch to the one you will have the pleasure of listening today. On the next slide, you can see our Lisa core team. As we have grown, so has the work and responsibility needed to make Lisa a success. None of this would have been possible without the executive leadership team. The people on this team are comprised of lead alumni, course facilitators, and successful entrepreneurs. Valerie, Nick, Purnima, and Andres, as you see on the slide, are our core Lisa team members and design strategy of Lisa, who have helped our Lisa from the foundation of Lisa since inception. The next slide, you see the current exec team members, which are actually a rolling team that always is selected for every cohort. The journey to making the startup idea a viable business can be a heck of a climb. And our exec team understands that. Many early stage startups that Lisa primarily works with have limited knowledge in crucial areas, which prevents them from growing their ideas, refining their value propositions, finding opportunities for collaboration, market access. And these experts in our core team serve as the missing link through their own expertise and experience, and often identify needs and connect them to the right resources, mentors, or design facilitation, what is needed. This team that you currently see on the slide is the backbone of Lisa program, and Edward and I are grateful for their contributions. No matter how great your idea is, how fabulous your product market fit is, how solid your strategy and plan are, but if you don't pay enough attention to the people part of your business as you're growing it, you're unlikely to build something sustainable. And that is why we invest in design thinking. And one of our biggest success factors of this program is our design thinking facilitation and the team. Here's a team of experts who supported cohort 6 journey, led by Nick and Nirmaljeet. And of all the DD strategists in the team bring invaluable experience and ensure each team leverages DD principles to bring innovative products and services to market. Being able to anticipate pitfalls and opportunities before they arise, that's where we rely on our mentors' expertise for guidance and support of businesses. Every great idea requires experience, insight, expertise to put it into action. And we've been very fortunate to have some of the best mentors from Stanford Lead community to add their knowledge for the benefit of Lisa founders. These are some of the experts from our community who have kindly offered their time and expertise. And we have also a host of collaborators, external and internal, extensive mentor networks who help us with collaborating with our teams. What Lisa is really proud of today is the ecosystem we've built within the Lead community to inspire and support startup founders that is truly of the leaders, by the leaders, and for the leaders. I will now turn it over to my fellow co-founder, Edward Munch, to take us through the next set of presentations and introduce Lisa advisors, and of course, a huge round of applause and best of luck to our startup vision today.
Yeah, hi everybody. Along with the team, the lead team, the Lisa team members and the mentors, we owe a great debt of gratitude to our board of advisors. Anyone within the Lead community is very familiar and knows Marina. She's part of the board, as well as Davina, who was instrumental in the rollout of Embark a few years ago, which is sort of the foundational piece of our curriculum. In addition to those two, we also have Professor, go to the next slide. Again, if you've even been through one module of the lead program. You know Professor Heim very well. He's one of our advisors. And as Deepti mentioned earlier, extra set of gratitude really to Alina and Stephen, who we're going to turn it over to in a second, who again, dedicate their time and expertise every couple of weeks to really to help every founder hone and fine tune their idea as well as their pitch. So Alina, if you'd like to introduce yourself, maybe say a few words.
Sure. Thank you so much. It's my absolute pleasure to be here once again. And I take a lot of, it's a joy for me. I love being here. I love being surrounded with an amazing team who is so dedicated, who are volunteering their time essentially for putting all of this together. This is just amazing. And as you can see by the number of people that we have on this call, our network is growing, and we're getting more support for each other. So this is what's amazing, what's being created here, and how much value is built in this program. So I wish all of the teams best of luck. I hope to stay in touch with every one of you. If you have any questions moving on forward, or if you'd like to just have a chat, always happy to do so. And I'm also looking forward to seeing you in the future in person at Me2We or some other ways. Best of luck, everyone.
Thank you, Alina. And Stephen, like to introduce yourself.
Thank you. Good morning from Washington, D.C. Hopefully you can hear me well. Thank you again. I'm always humbled by opportunities to hear and be part of the pathways of entrepreneurs that are trying to build something and create something in this world. I've been an entrepreneur of some sort for about 25 years. And it's an invaluable source of information. All your peers, people who are trying to do the same thing, others that have gone through the process, and anyone who's willing to sort of lend a hand and give you a perspective. And I was very grateful during my entire career that sometimes these people popped up in sort of disorganized ways, and sometimes organized ways. But this opportunity and this accelerator has been curated through several years and iterative work and the volunteer efforts of many people who really have a vested interest in your success. And I do thank all of you as entrepreneurs for having letting all of us be part of your journey, and for all the people who have provided their sound advice and their perspective. And again, as Alina said, I'd be more than happy to help folks in different moments of their career paths and in their journeys through their entrepreneurial career path. And if there's anything I can do, I'm a firm believer in karma and paying it forwards. I was very lucky to have the right advice in specific times in my entrepreneurial career, and if I can offer that for someone else, and that can be something important or pivotal, that's fantastic. So welcome, thank you, and looking forward to today's session.
Awesome, Stephen. Thank you both, Alina, as well. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker today. She's a best-selling author, valuable part of the Stanford community, and she's also an executive and entrepreneurial coach. Let me introduce you to Teresa Lina. Teresa?
Good morning, everyone. Afternoon, evening, middle of the night, depending on where you are. It's so wonderful to be here. Thank you very much. I'm going to share my screen here. Oh, somebody else. There we go. All right. So I'm going to take just a few minutes, and my hope is that you would be willing by the end of this to choose between one of two options. Option one is to aim to be the go-to in your market. Option two is to just stop now. Just don't go forward with your business venture and just save yourself a lot of time, energy, money, and frustration. Now, why would I say something so crazy like that at an event like this? Well, it all goes back to early in my career when I was working for a global management consulting firm. I was taking acting classes on the side at night. And every now and then I'd go to an audition and it would look something like this. I'd show up and there would be a bazillion people. We all looked and sounded the same. There was no way to differentiate yourself. And there was no way to take control of your destiny because you were completely at the mercy of the casting director. Fast forward a couple of years, and I was running a business, and one of my colleagues said, Teresa, you're not going to believe this, but so-and-so is charging $50,000 a day to do the same thing we do. And they're not as good as we are at what we do. And that both frustrated and fascinated me. And I embarked on a long research effort. And the question I had was, how is it that certain companies or individuals stand out as the clear leader in their markets and command higher prices while other people struggle to get business? That was the fundamental question. And I realized that there was a root issue here. What happens is we open our business, we hang out our shingle, we say, hey, we're in business, we have this great idea, some new product, some new offering, and we are in love with our offering. To us, we are completely unique. But when you step back and look at you against everybody else out in the market, when you're looking through the eyes of the customer and the rest of the market, you see everybody looks the same. And the problem is most companies lack clear, sustainable differentiation. And what happens is that as the market starts to fill up, as you have more players coming in, your margins start to drop. And over time, you ultimately have to start scratching and clawing for business. You drop your prices and eventually you go out of business. So it becomes, once you become a Me Too, it's not a matter of how long it's going to take to go out of business. It's not a matter of whether you're going to go out of business, but how long it's going to take to go out of business. Of course, that's not what you want. So then the question becomes, well, what do we do about it? And in my research, I started to figure out that you really have to aim to be the go-to. In order to, the things that it takes to be the go-to are all the things you need to do to protect your margins over time. And what happens is, even as other people are struggling, you can actually increase your margins with time, regardless of what else is going on out in the marketplace. So the focused, differentiated, branded provider really owns its chosen markets, and they become the one to go to, and margins grow. So what is a go-to? What does that even mean? Well, fundamentally, you do own your market. So you're the first name that comes to mind when people start thinking about a particular market problem. Customers actively seek you out. So you're not having to go talk to 100 different customers to get one. They start coming to you over time. And nobody can deliver on the problem like you can. You truly are the best at what you do. And your stellar reputation starts to precede you, so that you rarely, if ever, have to compete for business, at least on a serious level, the way everybody else does. As a result, you're able to start naming your price, and you truly are viewed as the best, and you also are able to work with the best. You're able to work with the best customers, you're able to work with the best employees, the best partners, and so on. So how do we do that? Well, I'll put the strategy in a nutshell right here. First, you choose a critical, urgent market problem that you want to own. So it's not just about having a product or service that's, a new special twist, but it's really what market problem do you want to own out there, take spiritual ownership for out in the market. Then you lead a movement around a unique point of view and solution, and you make it so focused and effective that you truly become known as the only one to go to for that issue. And you're able to deliver such high value that you can set the market agenda, the right prospects start to actively seek you out, and you get paid very well for the value you deliver. So it's more than just about having a product or a service. It's truly having a solution to the problem. You bring the total package to the customer so that you don't just lay something on their doorstep and say, here, I brought you the product, now you go figure out how to use it and solve your problem. But instead, you're actively solving problems for customers and giving them everything they need in order to do that. So a great example of this is Tesla. This is language I actually got from an email from them yesterday. They are out to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. It doesn't say we're going to sell electric cars, or we're going to sell chargers, or we're going to sell solar power for your house. We want to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. That's been their goal. And they truly have led a movement toward making electric cars mainstream. Many of you may not realize electric cars have been around since the beginning of cars, over 100 years. But they didn't take off until Tesla really got into the market and started this true movement that they've got going right now. Deepti, I think you are doing, you're doing this. You're doing this with your book. You're doing this with Lisa. It truly is remarkable to see, and you're on your way to becoming the go-to. So we don't have time, of course, to go into it this morning, but I do lay out in my book, step by step, what you need to do. I've codified it into a strategy framework called the Apollo Method for Market Dominance that plays off of what the Apollo space program had to do to put a man on the moon. There are 4 key phases that you have to undertake. A lot of you have been working on the launch phase and figuring out, what problem you want to own, what your unique solution is to it, what your point of view around the market problem is. But then you go out into the market, you lead a movement, you rally influential power brokers in the market to get behind you and help drive that movement with you. You guide clients along the journey by walking your talk and delivering on your promises and actually helping them achieve outcomes. So you're not selling just the product and service, you're selling results. And then, of course, you have to constantly change and adapt to refresh your vision on a constant basis and stay ahead of the market as you expand, but also as other competitors enter the space. So this is the execution in a nutshell. You can get the details in the book, but what I really want you to walk away with is it's absolutely critical, starting right now, to be maniacal about baking sustainable differentiation into whatever it is you're doing. Assume that there will be thousands of other options in the market at some point. So do it now. And I do hope between those 2 options that you choose option 1 to be the go-to, that you do carry on with what it is you're aiming to the business you're aiming to start, and that you do the things that it takes to not just offer a product and service, not just think in terms of one customer at a time, but think in terms of the market. How do I go out and own this market? With that, I will turn it back over to everybody else, but I really appreciate the opportunity to talk with you this morning.
Thank you, Teresa. That was fantastic. And there's a link to your book and site there in the chat. There we go. Next, really a shout out, appreciation to our judges. I'd like to give each of them just a minute to introduce themselves. Leading off with Dan, who has just been a big supporter, and we're really appreciative. This is at least his 3rd, if not more than that, times judging for us. So Dan, would you like to say a couple of words?
Sure. It's always a real pleasure to be part of this, Ed, and Deepti. Feel so honored to be included. It's always great to see keep it 113 people from Lead and other areas of Stanford. I don't think there's any other events that I've gone to for Stanford. In fact, I was on an investment call last week, and I think we had about 13 people. And so there's 100 more here tonight. And it's great to be part of it. Please check out reaction.global. We're also working on building Stanford community and helping to drive the innovations from Stanford into the rest of the world. So happy to answer any questions anyone has on that. But thanks, Ed and Deepti and everyone for including me.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. Yeah, and definitely check out the Reaction Fund. They're doing really exciting things there. Our next judge, Lisa Patoxnak, CFO of Antler.
Thanks,
I believe
Ed.
this is your first time with us.
Yes, thank you all. Thank you to Alina for inviting me to be here today. Appreciate the opportunity. I've been in venture for about 18 years and been with Antler for just over a year. I'm the CFO of the US arm of the company. We are a global VC firm, and we also do accelerator programs. So if anyone is interested, feel free to reach out. We are in, I think, 23 last count, maybe 25 countries across the world. So looking forward to hearing the pitches. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you, Lisa. And Radhika, who has joined us before and actually joined us at our celebration at Me to We this past year. She's a founder at Star Chain Ventures. Radhika, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here on mute, sorry.
There you
Yes,
are.
great pleasure to be here with you, Deepthi and Edward. Great to see you again and get to see everybody here again. Yeah, so I'm a founding partner at Star Chain Ventures. We're focused on really the transformative power of Web3 and decentralized technologies as they intersect with other deep tech, AI, ML, et cetera. And looking at reshaping the world in very positive ways. And so I'm very excited to hear the pitches today, and what a great audience of 100+ people that's joined us this morning, at least Pacific time zone. And anxious to just hear all the good pitches coming away. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Radhika. Last but not least, I think joining us for the first time, managing partner with Punch Capital is Shane Sabine.
Oh yeah, pleasure to be here as well. So Punch Capital focuses on the top 1% of immigrant founders. The proof is in the pudding there. And B2B more so than B2C, agnostic in scope as far as target sectors right now: enterprise SaaS, data and infrastructure, climate tech, Gen AI, fintech. But yeah, I think over half of the Fortune 500 have been founded by such folk. And I've lived out in Europe now for a decade, and our team reflects that vision. So, want to continue furthering that pursuit. Thanks so much.
Yeah, and thank you, Shane. It's great to have you. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn things over to Andres Marquez, who's been part of Lisa since its beginning. And it's now time, ladies and gentlemen. Andres?
Yes, hi everyone. So Andres Marquez here. I'm excited to be managing the pitches section of today's event. As a reminder, each team is going to have 3 minutes to present, and I'm going to have to stop any team that goes above that. So with that, good luck to everybody. And this is going to be the order of presentation. And I know each of the teams is going to be sharing their screen. So I'm going to stop sharing now, and we're going to get started with Click Vice.
Chana, thank you, Andres. Chana, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So I'm sharing my screen.
Please let me know once everybody can share the screen, and then we'll get started.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. I'm getting started now. Thank you, everyone. Hello. I fondly recall market trips as a child where my family's skilled bargaining always secured us better deals. However, the art of haggling has faded and given way to fixed prices, coupons, and sales. Today, bargaining thrives primarily when making bulk purchases. Recently, when negotiating with an Amish farmer for milk delivery, we could only reach a deal for our desired price by committing to purchase at least 20 gallons per week. This pattern extends to various products and services. To overcome this challenge, people join formal and informal groups such as farm clubs, co-ops, warehouse clubs, or buying groups organized on WhatsApp and email lists to get better deals. Between acquiring customers to grow their sales Vendors have to deal with supply chain challenges apart from intense price negotiations that cut into their margins. Many business models have tried to solve this by offering memberships, buy-ins, deal aggregations, and yet fail to transfer the full potential of cost benefits to their consumers and vendors. A platform where consumers can easily pool demand and invite vendors to the negotiation table has immense potential. Welcome to Click Buys, a groundbreaking platform where you take control and vendors compete to win your business. Our patent pending algorithm flips the script on retail by allowing consumers to harness the power of collective purchasing. For example, Chana expresses demand for a yard services package. The platform forms the clique for his area and broadcasts to other members. Interested buyers with a matching need join by adding their demand. This clique is then offered to vendors who compete in a time-bound reverse auction, lowest bid winning the business of the clique. For the past 6+ months, our neighborhood community has been saving up to 35% on click buys. The number of repeat orders and demand to add new products indicates the platform's resonance with consumers. By serving a large customer base through a single contract, our vendors can streamline operations and achieve economies of scale. Notably, ClickBuys eliminates intermediaries, delivering the dual benefits of reduced costs and enhanced competitiveness. Whether it's everyday items like groceries, home essentials, electronics, professional or travel services, our platform connects you with vendors who are eager to offer you their best deals. Our revenue model is based on transaction fees generated from vendors. Partnerships and targeted advertising will further enhance our revenue streams. We are seeking an investment of $2.5 million as growth capital to fund product development and scale operations, market expansion into new regions and product segments. Your investment will accelerate our platform's go-to-market strategy and achieve a 0.5% annual growth rate, a small fraction of the total addressable market, yielding gross revenue potential of multi-million dollars over a 4-year horizon. Say goodbye to inflated prices and hello to incredible savings. Thank you.
Thank you. We now go to Creative Catalyst. Please.
Kevin, you there?
Yes.
I am here and I'm ready to start when so instructed.
Yes, you may start now.
Ready, set, go. We are Kevin and Cassini from Creative Catalyst, and we are here to banish the boring. Crisis of connection has always been a problem, and the pandemic amplified it. And the costs are staggering in the millions or trillions between ineffective training and quiet quitting. This disconnect yields decreased productivity. We're on a mission to accelerate connection, foster creativity, and bring joy, all through improv. Cassini, what are 3 things going through your mind right now?
1, what's for breakfast? 2, are your palms sweaty too? And 3, what are we gonna do when we're done with the pitch? Hey,
3 things.
This is a great exercise that's used in improv to create energy and creativity, as well as agility, flexibility. And I'm sure it brought a smile to your face. It brought a smile to mine.
And our workshops do just that. We build connection and trust fast, even for remote teams, solving business problems and driving connection with specific exercises tailored to the need, using an approach backed by science. Neuroscience shows that when we tell stories together, our brainwaves synchronize, and we value most what we build together according to the IKEA effect. That's what's at work here. We enter a fragmented but not saturated market, uniquely laser-focused on solving business problems using improv. We have a combined 40 years in business with award-winning expertise in communications and consulting. We're both trained in improv coaching and performance, business-born, improv trained.
Our business model is validated by our customers who love how fast we build connection and trust, much faster than teams that have been together a very, very long time. Our pricing strategy is based on the problem solved, highly customized there. And our addressable market, well, the global training market is growing at an 8% growth rate a year. Our TAM is $50 million. That's the big companies. Now, 75% of those companies have D&I programs. Those will want improv. That's our SAM. And out of those, 20% gets us to our SOM. Our go-to-market, we're so excited. Our demos have led to a booking request from IBM this month. In September, we'll be doing a demo with 100 leaders people going to Stanford Lead's Innovation Tour. In Q3, we'll book our first paid workshop. And then by 2024 mid-year, we will look to launch our MVP of our app and get additional coaches on board. So how we'll grow? We see the flywheel model working already. Demos lead to word of mouth, lead to bookings. We'll start with workshops, add coaches, add an app and a subscription, and we'll look to break even by mid-2024 and be profitable by 2025. We'll use B2B outreach and social to help amplify and tell the world about what we're doing. So for all this, we are seeking an investment of $50,000. We have only one question left. Is that for you? Are you ready to unlock your creativity with us? Thank you very much.
Thank you both. We now go to NG, my companion.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, we do.
Okay. My uncle was diagnosed with dementia. The signs were evident, but we dismissed them as quirks of old age. And then we saw him change from a very successful and a happy person to someone who couldn't remember anything, achievements, life events, relationships. Dementia is not just a personal tragedy. It has a huge impact on the entire family. No one can understand the frustration and helplessness we all felt as we watched him fade away. That's dementia. Experts say dementia is the next global pandemic. 1 of every 3 people is likely to be a patient or a caregiver. In spite of the high numbers and cost associated with dementia, elder care is one of the most neglected areas. More number of patients are isolated and depressed, and more caregivers experience exhaustion and burnout. And while the world waits for a cure, we urgently need a solution that helps patients and their caregivers to detect cognitive decline, plan for the future, and manage isolation and forgetfulness. That's what NE is, one app to manage it all.
Early diagnosis and treatment can help manage the symptoms and slow down the progression of dementia. NE provides personalized games and assessments to help users identify cognitive decline and provide trends and reports which can be used by healthcare providers for a concrete diagnosis. During our user interviews, we discovered that patients and caregivers maintain diaries and photo books to log events, but this got increasingly difficult to manage. NE keeps memories alive by enabling users to easily create digital memory journals and use them for memory recall via audio or facial recognition. Dementia leads to depression and isolation. NE helps manage isolation through AI-powered video companion in the voice and video of their loved ones to provide reminders and to have meaningful conversations. While there are disparate solutions available for brain exercises, photo sharing, and voice assistance, NE stands out as the only all-in-one solution dedicated to improving the lives of dementia patients and their caregivers.
Our user research indicates that a large chunk of our TAM use technology. Based on this, we expect our SOM to be 10 million customers. NE will be a B2C subscription-based app, and we intend to have 250K users by year 4. Our go-to-market strategy includes outreach via dementia support groups and social media, and partnerships with home care and genetic testing providers.
Our initial ask is $1 million, which will take us through the end of 2024. This will be used for product development, sales and marketing, and operations. We plan to launch in Q3 of next year. Over the next 4 years, we expect to achieve consistent growth and significant expansion in both revenue and market presence. We intend to be cash positive by year 2 and generate a net profit of $80 million by 2027.
Aman and I form a solid team. We have over 2 decades of experience in product development related to healthcare, and we want to help people live with dignity and keep their memories alive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What? Okay, next team up is Eva Jean.
Okay, hi everyone. Let me know when you see my screen.
I see
Can you
it
see
now.
it now?
Yes.
Since early childhood, I was captivated by genetics and the amazing results that precision medicine has reached nowadays. But then I became a parent And I realized the huge responsibility that this implies. Every day we have to take decisions about our children, and this decision has a tremendous impact on their future well-being. For example, I have a friend that has a lazy eye. This is a genetic disease, but her parents didn't know on time, so they didn't take measures when she was young, and this problem was not resolved. Imagine the huge amount of possible genetic predispositions that nobody knows about, and we don't take care of our children the way we can with modern technology. As a parent, I envision a really accessible way to apply the genetic traits information into the way that we raise our kids and achieve a better health and better life for our children. The precision medicine should be implied into children's life, and I believe this is the future, and that is what we envision in Evergene. With this goal, we address both the precision medicine market size, which is growing. In 2020, it was 73 billion and captivated annual growth rate of 11.5%, and also parenting apps market, which is also growing significantly. In 2021, it was 507 billion, and the annual growth of 20.37%. We provide both digital and paper books of genetic reports, results for lifestyle and health for the children, and also we expose API for parenting apps. This is innovative and not existing in the market right now. And based on our user interviews, the best go-to-market strategy is from the hospitals or personal doctors that can take the genetic materials, send it to our testing partner, and then we expose the insights both to the APIs of the parenting apps and provide it directly to the parents as parenting guides. We are already doing this. We signed a partnership with Omnixedge. Omnixedge is leading B2B arm of Self-Decode. Self-Decode is leading practitioner for digital wellness. They provide genomics reports and significant number of genetic insights that we can use. And with this partner, we are ready to go. We don't have a lot of competition. We have only one competitor in hard copy books for parenting advice, and they don't have enough insights. There is no API for parenting apps that provides genetic insights, and there are a significant number of DNA reports companies, but seldom provide as accurate and as insightful recommendation for lifestyle and health. So we are ahead of that. Our roadmap is in the first phase.
I'm going to have to stop you there. I apologize. Yeah, thank you.
That was the last slide. Thank you.
Thank you. And next team, we have Inventa.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
1 second here to share my screen.
Yes, it's up.
Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Let me know when to start, Andres, and start the
Now,
timer here.
yes. Yep, okay. You can start now.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Hi, I'm Marcel, and together with Anna and Fernando, we are Inventa. We represent 75 years of international experience in technology and innovation, and today, we're on a mission to eliminate workplace injuries and save lives. Every 7 seconds, a worker is injured on the job. OSHA fines, higher insurance, loss of business, these are all symptoms of a high company injury rate. Businesses need a simple, lightweight tool to help them prevent injuries from happening in the first place.
Introducing SafetyNet, a proactive solution that includes a machine learning-powered dashboard app that receives real-time data from a private network of IoT devices. So here's how it works. Step number 1, sensors relay data wirelessly to pocket-sized self-installable gateways. Step number 2, the gateway sends risk analysis data to the Safety Manager app. And step 3, the Safety Manager or first responder takes the prescribed action.
To start, we are targeting safety leadership and professionals in construction and venues, and we plan to target other industries in a later phase. Let's look at target 1. Dave is a construction safety manager. And fatigue is the #1 risk factor that leads to injuries. Using safety net, Dave can be alerted and make a plan whenever a worker is a few hours away from exceeding long consecutive hours work and triggering OSHA or company policies. Let's look at target #2. Michelle's the director of safety at a performing arts venue and manages the dispatch of 18 security officers who often respond to criminal activity, trespassing, and medical emergencies. Safety Net gives her the ability to dispatch the closest skilled officer by knowing their location in real time.
Safety Net helps businesses achieve a lower injury rate, leading to significant savings in insurance and litigation, cost and fines. And we estimate this to be a $50 billion opportunity over the next 10 years. Competitor solutions today are prohibitively complex and expensive. They are not OpEx friendly and have a long sales cycle. Safety Net is self-installable in hours and costs far less for the businesses to get started.
To start out, we were using a direct customer strategy, using a software as a service model that charges a monthly service fee per user. Our average lifetime value of a customer is $50K.
We seek today $3.8 million in total funding, out of which $800,000 to complete a prototype and conduct 3 customer pilots that we've already identified. The balance $3 million by our go-to-market to grow sales and reach $20 million in ARR in 3 years. We plan to scale exponentially between years 3 and 5 by expanding our indirect sales, expanding internationally, and expanding our product use cases. Your funds will ensure that more workers come home to their
And
family.
I have to stop you there. All right. Yeah, thank you both. And next theme will be confidence AI, please.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Hi, we are Team Confidence AI. About 3 years ago, I received this email after getting rejected from a job interview. The hiring manager said, though I'd had extensive experience and strong qualifications, I was not adequately prepared for the interview, and I lacked in confidence and tones as far as my expressions were concerned. Later, I realized that I was not alone. Millions of job candidates receive similar feedback after rejection every year. One statistic suggested that 40% of the interviewers reject candidates citing lack of confidence. Job interview coaching costs were high, and the coaches weren't readily available either. Yet there was no digital platform for realistic and personalized job interview training. That was how the idea of Confidence AI was born. Today, Confidence AI is an AI-powered mobile application for job interview training. Version 1 of the application was launched earlier this year. It has been downloaded more than 1,000 times without any marketing spent, while version 2 is in the final stages of testing. Version 2 has over 1,500 functional and non-functional job interview questions and sample answers. It comes with an intuitive and user-friendly question selection and practice interfaces. The user gets real-time facial expressions feedback during the training session. Once the training session is over, the user gets an overall assessment score and individual scores for speech and facial expressions. The speech analysis feedback includes positive and negative keywords, key speech emotions, and suggested improvement using GenAI integration. While for the facial analysis feedback, the user gets an overall assessment of the facial emotion distribution detected during the training session. There is no other application in the market that matches these features. Confidence AI team has extensive experience in AI leadership, product management, customer experience, service design, entrepreneurship, and community building. I personally have led the AI design practice at IBM for the APAC region. The app enjoys healthy unit economics with an estimated 40% contribution margin. In terms of our scale strategy, though we are starting off with a product leadership business model, we plan to add the two-sided marketplace with inclusion of the job interview coaches and career consultants to the platform that will later attract the institutional ecosystem players to the platform. We aspire to become the world's largest platform for job interview excellence, empowering individuals worldwide to conquer their career aspirations confidently and competently. In terms of the business model logic, the platform will grow through subscription revenue in the first year. Later, once the coaches start transacting with the job candidates, then the transaction commission revenue stream will be added to the platform. Later, with the inclusion of the institutional players, the ads and licensing revenue stream will be added to the platform as well. We project an annual revenue of 50 million within 5 years. Confidence AI has been bootstrapped for now, so far, but we ask for $1 million for 10% equity stake in the business.
I have to
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we go to Norker now. So Norker, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Norcare, helping nurses avoid burnout and control their destiny. Nurses, we are addressing a key industry pain point. Nurses are being burnt out, they're stressed out. About 100,000 nurses left the workforce. Nurses are planning to leave their jobs. So they want a better way to control their mental health and as well as achieve work-life balance. There has been a 1,400% increase in gig nursing labor forecast in the last 18 months, with 35% of all nurses in the US looking for gig work. If you look at the TAM of the available market, the gig work is approximately more than $100 billion. We'll get to the SAM in just a second. Norcare is a two-way exchange marketplace with healthcare organizations at one side and nursing professionals on the other side. Think of it as a combination of LinkedIn plus eBay. We do curation through AI, we do credentialing, and we do bidding. Nurses bid for jobs. In addition, we have partnerships with mental health organizations, as well as accommodation for traveling nurses with entities like Airbnb. The Norcare AI engine matches based on personality and professional background, so soft and hard skills, a technology being used by dating applications today. The generative model aids nurses in writing their bio. AI chatbots facilitates natural communication and verification tools driven by AI identifies fraudulent profiles. So we capture information from nurse candidates. We also credential them, we check those credentials, and then we capture shift preferences. Finally, assignments are determined by the Norcare algorithm, and the nurses now bid on the job based on certain parameters, based on their experience and the pay rate range. Norcare provides bidding status and provides opportunity for multiple bids. Once the bid is accepted, the healthcare facility follows up with the nurse. From a monetization perspective, we will charge subscription fees. We'll have a free plus premium subscription and placement fees of 10% of gig value. This puts the serviceable market at roughly about $11 billion at about 10%, right? 10% placement fees. And even if we were to get, say, 5% of this market, that would be a huge, in several hundreds of millions. So what we ask is $2 million primarily for product development, user testing, and marketing to build the critical mass in the system for healthcare facilities and nurses. We have Raj, Mitra, myself, and Dr. Shireen Majarat, who's an AI expert. We have experience with a bunch of companies, and we bring a lot of value to the project.
To stop you there. Thank you. Okay, next up, we have Robert Butler. My screen. Yes, your screen is up.
Thanks. Hey, everyone. Love Butler is an AI-powered robot. It will take care of chores for you, which obviously no one likes due to different reasons. We have built the working prototype. Next step is the alpha version. It will have more and more features, will be smarter and smarter. Learning by doing. The total overall market is 1,200 billion US dollars, SAM 267 billion. We plan to obtain 27 billions out of it. From 2023 to 2030, we expect 1 million units being sold with $1,500 margin for each, which gives us 1.5 billion gross profit.
Robert Butler has a huge market and potential. Once people know it, they want to buy it. People who are close to us will want to buy it. They will be our pilot customers. Social media and key opinion leaders increase Robert Butler's online exposure. We will attend exhibitions and build showrooms like Tesla to increase interactions with people to gain more traction. There are three main solutions for house chores. The default one is to do them yourselves. It's cheap, you probably do a good job, but it's painful. Household service completes the job professionally, but your wallet is probably in pain. Small appliances like iRobot Roomba is the third solution. It probably solves your painful chores if you really hate vacuuming. Let me introduce you to Robert Butler, which is accessible to you financially and gets the job done professionally. And let me tell you why. It doesn't require much effort from you. Imagine one robot does all the chores you don't like: laundry folding, dishwashing, dusting, you name it. On top of this, it's trained on AI, so it learns and improves itself as it does chores for you. As time goes by, it can even anticipate when you want to have an ice Coke. Chunlin is in the research and development for automotive and mobile hardware at Samsung and Qualcomm. I work as a software engineer at Amazon and ByteDance and hold a master's degree specializing in machine learning from Georgia Tech.
So we cover both hardware and software for you. You are most welcome to invest in Robert Butler or join the team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you both. Okay, next up is Secure Pi.
Hello, everyone. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, hi. And so this is Sanjay, and I have Sushma, my co-founder, with me here. So how many of you have received an email or a postcard stating that your personal information has been compromised from a company that you've been doing business with, like Equifax or T-Mobile? You wonder what these companies are doing to protect your data. What about the small companies like property management companies, insurance agents, doctor's office? Are they equipped in protecting your personally identifiable information? Introducing Secure Pi. We help enterprises discover and classify personally identifiable information, or PII, using AI. Data breaches alone cost an average of $4.3 million per company per year. Plus, keeping up with regulations like GDPR, CCPA, HIPAA is a real challenge for small businesses. So why is it so hard to protect our data? While we have experience, but also speaking with industry leaders, we discovered three main issues with protecting PII. PII data is not secure and prone to data breaches. It is scattered across various organizations, and keeping up with the complex regulations is an issue. We solve this problem by efficient data management, enhanced security, and simplified compliance. Through efficient data management and custom compliance, AI models, Secure PII ensures compliance with greater than 99% accuracy. Our AI-driven solution is industry agnostic and can be quickly adopted to other industries and upcoming regulations. Secure PII offers a comprehensive consulting and deployment solutions SMB market, and is our biggest differentiator along with subscription models. Low upfront cost and supported by a training and support team. This gives us a competitive advantage over our competitors. The data privacy market, which is a small subset of the cybersecurity is expected to grow from $2.34 billion in 2022 to $24.4 billion by 2030 at an annual growth rate of 40% CAGR. The US market alone is around 840 million, of which the SMB market is about 70% or 588 million, which SecurePy expects to capture about 10% or 6 million over a period of next 2 years. We are currently working on the MVP stage and plan to release in Q4 23. We expect our first sale in Q1 24, followed by focus in marketing, strategic partnerships, and finally.
And I will have to stop you there. Sorry. Thank you. Next, we have Tech Care.
Okay, let me share my screen. Hello,
Yes.
from Tech Care. The way of working has changed. Previously, I was going to the office every day and information flowed naturally. After COVID, several studies show that collaboration and knowledge sharing are broken. Employees are now more isolated with a restricted access to critical information. Managers, busy answering questions, are victims of this communication gap. And this problem negatively impacts large company productivity across various industries. Our solution is Tech Care, a copilot for employees aiming to simplify the knowledge exchange between a firm and its workforce. Tech Care solution is based on 3 pillars. First, an intelligent chat that enables employees to ask questions and receive immediate response. Second, it's trained on any company data securely. Third, if unsure about a response, Tech Care asks the question to the most relevant person and learn from it. So how does it work? Tech Care understands your question on company process. It finds the relevant entry point and provides a form to get it done. In addition, if needed, it provides further clarification. Tech Care does in minutes what usually an employee does in days. Let me show you a couple of use cases. Tech Care helps to troubleshoot a machine with a step-by-step approach, submitting your expenses by uploading invoices, or retrieving relevant information from archived projects. After signing our first contract, we start the development of our module on HR, and we are planning for a new release every 2 months. We split the market in tiers based on revenue. We are targeting tier 2 firms who are overlooked by large players. We plan to license our platform through direct sales or system integrator. Our financials show a break-even point in 4 years, thanks to yearly subscription and an independent IT cost from customer growth. Our core team, Laura, Alessandro, Leonardo, and I, are experts in technical sales, business, and generative AI, including its limitation. Based on our experience, our solution will be successful because it's tailor-made on customer data to be more accurate, it's developed with the regulated industry in mind, and it performs tasks and not just search. We seek around $1 million to develop 5 modules and acquire 10 customers in the next 12 months. So don't waste time. Partner with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, Toot and Hoot Flute Method.
I'm Irena, a flute teacher and a book author with over 15 years of experience. What amazes me in my work is witnessing how learning an instrument enriches children's minds and helps them develop skills beyond playing music. Years ago, I had to reject 5-year-old Sam from flute lessons because it was very difficult to find materials suitable for his age. I had to create my own materials to make the flute accessible to younger children. I approached many colleagues and discovered that they are all facing similar challenges. This is when Kirill and I realized the problem, the lack of space that unites music teachers, creators, and students into a community where they can exchange their content, expertise, and valuable experiences. We're solving this problem by creating an online marketplace where creators receive fair compensation for their creations through a revenue sharing model, while teachers and students gain access to an extensive selection of resources, enabling them to personalize their educational journey. The marketplace fosters a community where we share the benefits of music education.
Our go-to-market strategy is product-led with a focus on the end-user experience. We are already partnering with influential creators to deliver immediate value to the stakeholders and trigger a powerful flywheel effect. We differentiate ourselves from existing online shops by implementing usage-based compensation for the creators, providing financial incentives, and assisting in the digitalization of their creations. The global music education industry exceeds $2 billion with an annual growth rate of 8%. The United States constitutes the largest market, representing 5% of the world's population, while accounting for 40% of music instrument purchases. The profit model relies on subscriptions from both students and teachers, either individually or through schools. Creators earn a revenue share proportional to the usage of their materials. During the initial years, we anticipate a gradual increase in revenue as we are focusing on building a substantial community of creators and high-quality resources. Our MVP is focused on the flute, after which we expand to include content for additional instruments. This approach positions us for a network effect to take place over the subsequent five years, leading to exponential growth. With our conservative estimates, we aim to be cash positive by year 5, with a payback period of 8 years. We're seeking an investment of $1.5 million spread over 5 years. The funds will be used to design and launch the product, develop the platform, and finance the build-up of the resource library, which is critical to initiate our flywheel effect. I join Irena in supporting the ideas and experienced software executive who envisioned the marketplace platform. We are confident that Toot and Hoot will revolutionize the music education. Thank you.
Thanks, Bot. And we now go to Travel Together.
Hey everyone, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. Hey, I'm Sriram, and this is my co-founder Rahul. We're excited to present to you our company, Travel Together. We're aiming to build the world's best travel assistant. So imagine this scenario. You're a 70-year-old grandmother, Priya. She's visiting you for the first time in the US. She's traveling all alone from Chennai, India to Dallas, Texas. You're obviously very excited to see her, but nervous about how she's going to manage that whole journey. So Priya cannot walk long distances and has a hard time reading from her phone screen. She's also vegetarian. So you and Grandma Priya are not alone. I'm going to pass it on to Rahul. He's going to talk more about how we heard similar types of situations in our 30+ customer interviews.
Yeah, so we're focusing on the elderly and inexperienced travelers. And from our interviews, we saw these 3 common concerns. What documents do I need? Where can I book special services such as wheelchair assistance? And finally, when I'm in the airport, where do I find restrooms, restaurants, or other amenities? So we address these concerns through our end-to-end travel assistant. So let's look at Priya's upcoming trip. She books with our travel partner, who's either a booking site like Expedia or an airline. The travel partner shares the trip details with us. From here, Priya can use our mobile app to access our services via voice and text-to-speech. Priya can prepare for her journey by booking wheelchair assistance and reviewing our travel document checklist. Finally, while navigating the airport, she can use location services to find a restaurant with good vegetarian options. I'll now hand it off to Sriram to talk about our business model.
Thanks, Rahul. So in terms of our target market for elderly and experienced travelers, they're both very large markets. By 2030, American travelers that are 60+ are planning to exceed 70 million travelers. About 9 million US citizens alone take at least one international trip per year. In terms of our initial focus market between India and the USA, there's about 1.5 million travelers annually between the two countries. On the travel partner side, there's about 80,000 travel agencies in the US. These travel partners, they spend about 10% of their revenue on customer service costs. And we believe this is where our service best fits in helping reduce these costs, resulting in a total addressable market of $500 million. On the business model and pricing strategy side, we want to offer this free for travelers, charge a small monthly fee for small to medium-sized travel partners, and a volume-based pricing for larger travel partners. In the market, we're the only unique solution that provides this end-to-end travel support. Our value proposition for travelers is that our solution makes them feel safe and stress-free during travel. For travel partners, our solution helps drive customer loyalty as well as helping them gain new customers. In order for on our go-to-market side for capturing travelers, we'll cross-sell with our travel partners as well as utilize social media marketing. For the travel partner side, we will utilize sales and marketing agents as well as attend industry conferences to help build those relationships. On the financial projection side, we're looking to be profitable by the year 2026. We have an initial investment ask of $700,000. So with that, we're planning to launch our MVP V1 this quarter with the travel documents and concierge booking features. Next quarter, we're planning to expand on our MVP and provide map services to help navigate around the airport and also onboard some travel partners. And finally, going forward, look to make iterative improvements, adding voice to text, as well as companion matching services, and to grow our customer and our traveler base. And me and Rahul are excited to help grow travel together, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you both. And with that, we are done with all the teams' presentations. Congratulations again to all of you for completing our program and for getting to present today on our pitchfest. And some of us are now going to move into the breakout room with the judges to select our top 3 winners. And I think the rest of you will stay here for some minutes.
I'll send you all to the room.
Thank you, Prima.
I'm hoping that they're all gone.
Yeah, I was wondering if you're allowed to speak.
So
Yes.
good job by all the presenters. Loved the energy and also the ideas that were proposed. So good luck to everyone. And the important thing is, even after the top 3 are identified, it certainly looks like the other ideas also have a lot of merit to them. So just continue to embark on the journey.
Thanks, Sukesh.
Thanks, Sukesh.
Thank you.
Or do something.
You were on mute.
Nick, are you going to play the video? I thought we were all supposed to sing together. You could.
To see Lisa grow and thrive since it started back in 2020. And just this past Monday, I had the opportunity to attend the dinner in Palo Alto and see all of the energy and all of the folks that Lisa has impacted come together in person. It was truly an incredible sight. I'm so excited for what the Lisa team has created so far and can't wait to see where they take it next.
Marcus here again. I'm happy to be wearing my Lisa glasses, which we got in our first in-person party during Meet2Be 2023. For those of you who were not there, and even for the ones of you that were there, it was an amazing experience. We had food, we had drinks, a lot of networking. We provided some recognitions to some members of our communities and our groups. We had, of course, Deepti and Edward as our founders speaking. We had a VC's presentations. It was definitely a nice experience, and I look forward to seeing some of you in the next one.
Hello, I'm Petya. And I'm Sofia from Sofia. We were part of the organizing committee for the Lisa party in 2023, and it was an amazing experience.
It was a blast. We were expecting like 20, 30, 40 people, and at the end more than 120 people joined. Many people couldn't join because there was no room, but next year we'll make sure that there's room for everybody.
It was amazing to meet everyone in person, to have so many founders in the room, so many Lisa participants, to have the VCs. Just an amazing experience to be able to talk to Deepti, to Edward, everybody.
I went through Lisa first as a startup
Then I joined Lisa as a mentor, and I couldn't part of it. So I organized the party this year. It was the first party. It was a huge success. I was local, so I could find the venue, I could find some vendors. But the main part, why it was so great, because many huge, great, energetic leaders that are on fire joined the organization team. And it was a huge, huge, huge success. It was also a lot of fun. Join us next year.
Hi, I'm Deepthi. I'm founder of Lisa, and 3 years or 4 years back, actually, when we started this, we didn't even know it would grow so big. We started with 5 people, and now we are like 150 plus startup founders. We are 200 plus community members from Stanford. Lead itself were participating as mentors, as facilitators, as experts. It's grown to a beautiful community, and we had our first in-person event after 5 cohorts at Palo Alto, and it was one of the best events that I have seen at Stanford Lead so far. And it is all because of the wonderful team that makes this possible. Lisa team is amazing. They're all here. I have one of them here with me, who is Sophia, and then one who is recording right now. It's the energy. It's Pete is recording right now, and it's the energy that this wonderful team brings in to actually make Lisa what it is. We started with helping founders, but we believe that we've not just helped founders, we've also helped a lot of experts within the Lead community to be able to lend their knowledge and insights and make a big contribution within Lead community. Thank you.
So it's about impact. We are all trying to make an impact with our lives, with people, with our people, our friends. But how do we get there? Lisa is, I think, helping a lot of people to get there in Stanford Lead community. We are trying to get up with ideas to get there and have someone assisting, listening, and probably providing feedback. That's number one. Then to take it and butt it up further is where we want to be. I'm not yet a part. I want to be a part, and probably that's the reason we'd like to know more about Lisa.
Philippe Alexandre. I'm in the campus at Stanford, and we had a wonderful chance to meet here for the week and to be invited by the Lisa team to an amazing event. And it has been now 2 years. I'm doing mentoring for Lisa, and it's a great experience, a great way to learn from the participants and their ventures. You know, they are going through a difficult process in a very short time, and they are doing great. So I'm thankful to be part of that experience. You know, the team is wonderful, the people are great, and yeah, we are now a quite interesting community, and I'm sure we'll continue to grow.
Lisa!
Yeah, thanks for playing that video. It kind of set a nice, I guess, ending tone to the session.
And
That was nice.
Party, right? Invitation to the next party. So
Yeah, thanks for making that video, whoever made it. I'm sure there was a lot of hands in that, but it was great.
Yeah. And I still think March is too far away, guys. So I keep harping on this topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope we don't have to apply to get in the party.
So now,
that's a huge thing. You have to apply, then there is a waiting list, then you have to text me, and then I have to make spots available.
For Nemo, we can have a meet. For Nemo, we can have a meetup though. We could.
Yeah, we could definitely
meet
yes.
up on the campus like we do, and
have
coffee. That wouldn't cost anything.
Yeah.
I nominate you to put that together.
Thanks, Jean.
Anytime. And she's very good at it. Very good.
So we finished our pitches. We should just pat ourselves on the back. We finished. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
It feels great, doesn't it, to just finish?
Yeah, it was amazing because I missed the last 2 demo pitches, right? So I haven't really seen you do it in a session. So this was amazing.
I thought it was very smooth. It just kept going. Yeah.
Beer moments, Nils. Yeah, exactly. We've been looking at following your story and your company. That would be a perfect mix, right? Beer moments and the next leader get together.
Absolutely. I make sure that we have the right beers there.
That's great.
The only thing that Andres didn't have was a whip. Otherwise, the guy was a good taskmaster.
Yeah, he did a
doesn't
great
need
job.
one. He doesn't need a whip.
I really love the approach that he took. Everyone, 3 minutes, hard cut off.
He was very polite about it, however.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to ask you to please end at this time.
Polite
So
but
smooth.
firm. Polite but firm. Yeah. He never let it slip away in the 2 minutes too.
No, no,
Yeah.
not in the least. But great job, everybody. My gosh.
So I'm wondering next time around if there has to be a visual cue with some kind of a reaction or something to
Maybe a
show
sound
that
effect.
30 seconds left.
Like a
right?
gong, like the Gong Show.
We tried it, Sukesh,
Or a
and
hook.
that didn't work well.
No,
Yeah,
not an audio sound. A visual cue.
Yeah, we have been trying to
like
figure
that would mileage
something
may
out.
vary. Some people
Yeah.
that would be exactly what they need. Some people that would be really
Yeah.
distracting if it's not.
And with Zoom, it is kind of tricky. So we are trying to find out something that will work for everybody. Hopefully by next cohort, we'll have something.
But I think Andres worked for everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, I think
Yeah,
that was
he
a
did.
nice approach. I
He's,
do.
yeah.
He's the perfect guy
always
for
better
the
to have
job.
human speaking rather than something popping up.
Right? He was a perfect person for the job, I have to say. Could not pick a better person for the job.
Yeah, and he looked cool while doing it, with the goggles, you saw the video and he was wearing the shades.
Yeah.
Maybe he should wear the shades next time.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Add to the cool factor. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess we have to figure out when our big party is. I mean, if we don't want to wait until March, maybe we do wait till March, but I don't know. That feels like a celebration is in order of some kind, right?
So why do we need to wait? We can do a virtual one this evening. Just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, we are doing an in-person this evening with Kadir. Kadir is in Denver, even though he has the Stanford backdrop, but he's very much in Denver, and we are meeting this evening.
Yeah.
Kadir?
I'm meeting some of the leaders in LA this Saturday.
Yeah, so I'll be back in LA Friday, and then we're doing something on Saturday.
Oh, there, Kadir is here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Kadir is doing a Lisa tour, right? When is your next stop in the Bay Area, Kadir?
I think I may have to do a next one in San Francisco soon.
Yeah.
Great.
We've recently reinvigorated our DC meetup. So if anyone's ever in the DC area, let me know. And it's I send one message to a WhatsApp group, and we have dinner planned. It works pretty well. We tried it recently with Jackie, and it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Hey, Kevin. Not this Sunday. The Sunday after that, I'll be in DC. If you guys are ready for brunch,
Let's figure something out. Look forward to seeing you.
Actually, you can see me right now too. Yeah.
Well, now I can.
Yeah, I'm in Philadelphia. I can make that trip if something works out somewhere in DC or Baltimore.
Sukesh, you're carrying your tripod too? We need a photo.
Absolutely. Yeah, like my kids say, if there's no photo, the meeting didn't happen.
Yeah.
That's what my kids say too.
Yeah, but Sukesh, more than the camera, we need your whistle.
To round up everybody.
That was
That
amazing.
he cannot give to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking him to carry it with him, when he
Oh,
travels.
yeah. It's built in, so there's nothing.
It
to
is
carry.
built in, yeah. So he cannot give it to anybody.
So for those of you who are wondering what these comments are about, when we have these monthly meetups on campus, usually people are having small group discussions, and we want to get everybody's attention. I end up, doing the whistle and getting everybody's attention. That's what Anand is talking about.
Got it. So use your fingers. You don't have to have a whistle. Okay.
It's
I
a
think we're
whistle that can pierce mountains.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready for a demo, right? Hey, so I don't know about you guys, but I wanted to definitely say, hi to Stephen, since this is probably one of the opportunities to actually talk to him. In the demo pitches, we've been listening to him, but just wanted to use this opportunity to say hello, Stephen.
Hello, very good to have seen the evolution of the pitches. It's been very good. All of them have been very good generally, but hopefully everyone will get one step closer to their nirvana, so to speak.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephen. Your inputs have been really valuable, and I don't know how you do it, because I don't know how you keep your attention focused on all the 18 or 20 pitches, but you do a fabulous job at giving the right feedback. And our pitches have evolved from what we were. We look at the first ones, like they're much polished now. Thank you, and to Alina too.
Yeah. Thank you to you both, to all of the advisors and the founders of this program, right? I mean, for many of us, I can speak, from my personal experience, this was just an idea concept, right? And from idea concept, we now have, a booking request. That's amazing. It's been 10 weeks. And the amount we've learned over the past 10 to 12 weeks has been just mind blowing. I mean, nothing short of that. So thank you.
And we're ready whenever you are.
Yeah, unmuting helps.
We're ready.
Okay, thank you, everyone. So we had a great session with the judges. Positive feedback again. Thank you to all the founders. It's, we know how much work you put into this and how, frankly, brave you have to be to do this and to put yourself out there and to bring your ideas to the community. And everyone's work is appreciated. And we've seen founders in the past who weren't in the top 3, and now they're still able to pursue their dream. This is certainly not the end of the world, not being one of the top 3 winners. So with that, if we look at number 3, judges' comments: strong presentation and great energy, as well as a great target market, and that would be travel together. So thanks to both of you. Silent applause. And coming in second, very important in the post-COVID world with some of the judges' feedback, the founder's background, as well as a great niche within the AI space, is Confidence AI. So congratulations to you. And our number 1 winner here for this cohort with Lisa. Great, strong idea, value proposition, as well as a robust market size, and also something that hits close to, sadly, a lot of our homes. Our winner is Enyi. So congratulations again to our top 3 and to all participants. And again, thanks again to everyone put this together today. Special thanks to Purnima, as always. And all of our judges, our guests, our keynote, everyone, thank you. And with that, Deepti, anything else to add? Anyone want to say anything else?
Just a round of applause to everyone. I mean, really great job, everyone. And I think we are honored to be part of your journey. So thank you. Thank you so much. And congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. See you next cohort.